third time's the charm for this midweek matchup. After broken goals and many drops of rain, one Knoxville and Richmond finally square off for the first time in 2025. Phil Galati with you every step of the way. Today's matchup is presented by U-Crop's Homestyle Foods. Let's take a look at the standings in USL League One. Headed into tonight, one Knoxville on a tear as of late. 31 points, just 2 wins back from league-leading Chattanooga. Meanwhile, Richmond, 4 points off from the playoff places. It is an incredibly close race, and it's only going to heat up as we get down the home stretch of the season. For the hosts coming into tonight, their last few matches haven't gone their way. 6 losses and 1 draw. They have been unable to get a dub through 7. Said head coach Darren Sawatsky, tactically, we've been executing out our game plans, winning the ball, keeping possession, but it's the final third that has been the Achilles heel for this side. Now, they have battled the injury bug, and a lot of talented young academy players have proven why they are capable of stepping up and playing professional soccer. But they've also had a lot of guys waiting to come back from injury. One of them has come back to incredible goal-scoring form, and that is tonight's player to watch, presented by Gayaki Yerbamate, Darwin Espinal. He got his goal for the first time in 3 months last time out against South Georgia Tormenta in a 3-2 loss. Coach Sawatsky says, put simply, he's one of the best players in the league. 7 goals on the season for Darwin Espinal, a former Player of the Month nominee. This guy has it all. Meanwhile, for one Knoxville, in the final third, they have been deadly. 7 games unbeaten for head coach Ian Fuller and company. Put simply, they have so many different options in the final third, whether it's a forward, a winger, or even a defender, like Jordan Skelton right there off the corner for his 2nd of the season. They have the options to put the ball in the back of the net, and everyone's just been red hot for this side. Head coach Ian Fuller says it's been a collective effort this season that's led to so much success. But there is one man with more goals than the rest. Babacar Dieng leads one Knoxville in scoring this season with 4. He scored in back-to-back matches coming into tonight, and his head coach Ian Fuller says that finishing just getting better and better from him, the confidence getting higher and higher. They've looked to him to hold up the ball and win those duels in the air, and he can do it time and time again. So we are finally ready for this match to get underway. One Knoxville and Richmond for the first time this season. But before we do that, we'll step aside for a quick break. When we come back, the starting lineups for both sides, and then the first half kick from City Stadium. Don't go anywhere.
Asia, your car's small.
It's a little cramped, but it's fine.
Fine? When you became MVP once, was that fine? No, you did it twice.
They built you a statue.
But you're fine with this tiny car when you could just sell it to CarMax?
You're right. It's not fine.
Can't feel my legs.
Never settle on the lot or on the court. CarMax.
We choose Impossible Pups because of their enrichment activities and the fun photos they send home every day. We choose Impossible Pups because Kendall is excited when I drop her off and she's excited when I pick her up.
My favorite part about working at Impossible Pups is that the staff here feels like family. It's seeing new dogs come in and build long-lasting confidence.
At Impossible Pups, your dog isn't just staying at a kennel, they're staying at their home away from home.
Welcome to Royal New Kent Golf Club. Designed by world-renowned architect Mike Strantz, Royal New Kent's a one-of-a-kind Irish-style golf course located 20 minutes east of Richmond, Virginia. Royal New Kent was featured in Golf Week's top 100 public courses in the country. Hidden behind grassy knolls and hand-stacked rock walls, each hole offers several playing options to fit a wide range of abilities. Visit royalnewkent.com or follow us on social media for more information on tee times and rates. Remember, come to Royal New Kent Golf Club to Golf Ireland in Virginia.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the U-Crops brand stands for.
For the first time in 445 days, one Knoxville and Richmond square off in USL League One. Moments away from kickoff here at City Stadium, tonight's contest presented by Ucrop's Home Style Foods. As we take a look at the starting lineups, brought to you by Ortho Virginia. Number of changes for head coach Darren Sawatsky. James Sneddon, the 19-year-old shot stopper, back in the first 11. Dakota Barnathan will slot into the back line. Plays more as a midfielder, but used to play as a center back in his time with Richmond. He's been with the club since 2022. Emiliano Terzaghi, three-time Golden Boot winner, up top. Babacar Dieng up top for one Knoxville. 4-2-3-1 is the way that head coach Ian Fuller will line up his side. Abel Caputo and Angelo Kelly back in the first 11 in the double pivot, with rookie Mikael Gulling sitting just in front of them. 3 goals to his name. Nico Rosemilli on the left, Tim Arnie-Smith on the right. But keep an eye out as well for those bench options like Lucas Meek, who had his first start last week and nearly scored his first goal for the club. Angelo Kelly, the longtime One Knox man, will get us underway. And after a very long wait, these two sides are once again battling it out. First iteration of this matchup stopped in the first half via a combination of a weather delay and an equipment malfunction. Pablo Hara dove to stop a free kick into the side netting. He went, and the goal frame became dislodged. This match was supposed to be played last week, and there was a weather delay. Now finally, these two teams get a chance to settle their differences as Maxi Schenfeld will get an early talking to from the center official. Trevor Wiseman has the whistle tonight and will likely have his work cut out for him. Here are your keys to the game for both sides, presented by CarMax. For one Knoxville, controlling the channels, very important. Keep an eye on Stuart Ritchie, especially on the left-hand side, with how often he likes to get forward. Jaheim Brown as well, with the pace to get in behind. The wing-backs for one Knoxville cover a lot of ground. Meanwhile, Richmond, with a couple players playing in different spots, winning the second ball is key. They're going to want to drive at one Knoxville. They will get dispossessed. That is the nature of trying to play aggressive and direct, but if they can win that second ball, keep their foot on the gas pedal, they'll create chances, as the first chance for one Knoxville will flash wide. Marty Smith swung it in. Looks like Mikael Gulling crashing the goal frame. As James Sneddon, a 19-year-old Richmond native, his 18th match of the season. Focus for him this year has been distribution, said his head coach Darren Sawatsky. A valuable skill the goalkeeper can learn at an early age. It's a good ball in behind. Richmond trying to dominate the channels early. Great move as Espinal made his run to the front post. It was Brown at the back post who cleared it. And Joshua Kirkland in an offside position. That's what the assistant flagged for, at least. Emiliano Terzaghi having a discussion with him. And Emiliano Terzaghi has a point. The defender had time and space to make a play on the ball, and so that shouldn't be offside. And in fact, the call has been changed. Terzaghi, with his experience, showing the referee the correct decision to make, and it's been changed. It's not often you see that. Good delivery. The header not all the way away. Now with O'Dwyer. Espinal. Seufert out wide. Fitch striding forward. Kirkland with his back to goal. It's common to see Joshua Kirkland down the center channel. He's been pushed to the right wing tonight. See how that changes things. As we take a look at your Bonsecours injury report for this match. For Richmond, mentioned they have battled with injuries this season, but now back to full strength. As for One Knoxville, they are without Mark Doyle, 5 goal contributions to his name. So too, that number achieved by Kempis Tequila. Heath Martin as well, the third name, unavailable for selection tonight for the visitors. Kirkland this time will be flagged for offside correctly. We'll see what his role looks like tonight. Joshua Kirkland out on that right wing, tied with Darwin Espinal with 7 goals apiece, right in the running for the Golden Boot race in USL League One. Carlos Obregon Jr. with 10, the first in the double digits. Carson Henderlong of FC Naples, Christian Cheney both on 9. Mason Tunbridge on 8. Very tight race indeed. Dien's header forward is a little too much for Smith. That's exactly the link-up play that One Knoxville are going to expect out of Babacar Dien. So dangerous in the air, wins his headers more often than not. Powerful 6'5" frame from the Senegal native. Espinal wins the second ball. Switch was a good idea. It was blocked. It's a foot race. Another sliding challenge, this time from Dakota Barnathan. The man who's been with the club since 2022. Led the team in interceptions in 2023. Used to be more of an out-and-out center back. This year has played more of a holding midfielder role, but tonight will slot back into the back four. Won 95% of his tackles as a center back in 2023. Makes his 20th start of the season tonight. Dien, hounded. A swarm of red shirts around him as Espinal is tripped up. Bayer nearly had his pocket picked by Kelly. That middle third of the pitch is going to be absolute dogfight. With the same formation on paper, it's going to get very crowded. Players like Abel Caputo, Angelo Kelly for Richmond, Ryan Bayer, and Nils Seufert not going to have a lot of time on the ball. Have to use it wisely, constantly scanning when they don't have it, knowing where their surroundings are. Smith going to work against Schenfeld. First cross is blocked. Caputo with time to turn, and here's the calls to do so. Ritchie. Give and go wasn't on. Back for Caputo. Well intercepted on the far side by Simon Fitch. Rather, it was Joshua Kirkland doing the work. That was enough for the throw-in. Darren Sawatsky, been at the helm since 2019 here in Richmond. Led the team to a winning record in his first season in charge. It was the first winning season for the club in 4 years. Espinal. Jaheim Brown was backing off him. Darwin Espinal floated a good cross in. Receiver Haugli first to it. The Norwegian back in the first 11 for One Knoxville. Marcel Lage forced back as Babacar Dien beckons the reinforcements forward. Nobody showing short for Dakota Barnathan. See how much space there is between the lines for Richmond. Terzaghi, clever turn. Wanted the call, doesn't get it. Now Dieng the other direction. Babacar Dieng staying upright and winning a corner kick. Emiliano Terzaghi wanted that call. Checked to the ball smartly, put his body in the way. The defender getting enough of a touch on it. First corner kick of the night. Open header, what a save! James Snedden standing tall. Barely had time to get a glance at it. It's Babacar Dieng with a clever header into the ground, and James Snedden just purely relying on his reflexes there. Somehow able to push that over the bar. Outswinging delivery this time. Contested header as Snedden will claim it. Excellent goalkeeping. James Snedden, one of a number of players who have come through the Richmond United Academy and gone on to get his first professional minutes. Saw some time last year, 7 matches played. Now has played in every match except 2 this year. His coach, Darren Sawatsky, saying, to be honest, I think he's as good a keeper as anyone in the league. Very high praise for the kicker's shot stopper. Skelton under hit it a bit. Brown had work to do. Richmond will just sit back. And that's why. Great interception by Kirkland. And now the host could be on the counter. 5-on-4 opportunity. Red shirt streaking forward. Seufert makes the overlapping run. And is tackled immediately by the captain, Jordan Skelton. Well recovered by the skipper. Left-footed cross brought down by Terzaghi on the turn, and it's right at Sean Lewis. Michigan native gets his first touches as Rosamilia wants to spring the other way. Espinal winning the second ball again. Snedden just had to get rid of it though. Emiliano Terzaghi with 2 goals so far in the season. It's a great first touch, and that second one out of his feet, but a little bit in front of him rather than to the side. He has to whip around to make contact with that ball. So difficult to do. Jaheim Brown, after joining from the Jamaican Premier League side, Waterhouse FC. He's appeared in nearly every match so far this season for One Knox as Angela Kelly runs out of real estate. Tune in tomorrow morning at 9:30 Eastern for the Jägermeister Cup semifinal draw live on the CBS Sports Golazo Network. Watch the draw and hear the expert analysis on all things Jägermeister Cup starting at 9:30 a.m. on Golazo. Greenville triumphed, the lone USL League One team into the quarterfinals of the Jägermeister Cup. Some of those matches have already kicked off. Scoreless in all of them for now, especially that Greenville Indy 11 match. This is Mikael Gerling. Has the pace and the pass as well into Kimarni Smith. Onto his right, gets the angle, and tapped home. Mikael Gerling there on the doorstep. Completes the give and go and gets the early goal for One Knox. Gerling just shrugging off the challenge that continues his run, but how about the footwork from Kimarni Smith? Avoids a sliding challenge, gets enough of a toe poke on it, and Mikael Gerling with his body there. All he has to do is get a faint touch on it, and times his run perfectly. It's a fourth of the season for the rookie.
Knoxville goal scored in the 15th minute by number 17.
The Copenhagen, Denmark native has proved invaluable for this side. His head coach Ian Fuller says he's been absolutely thrilled with Mikael Gerling this season. Someone who wasn't on Coach Fuller's radar at the start of the year. It was someone in the front office who said, hey, take a look at this kid. He's got what it takes. Played his college ball at Young Harris, the alma mater of assistant coach Ilya Illich, who was also a longtime player for One Knox. Coach Ian Fuller gave him a shot. And I said physically, technically, just so thrilled with Mikael Gerling's skills. An incredible game acumen and understands our tactics. Came off the bench last time out against Union Omaha. Back into the starting 11 tonight for his 14th nod of the campaign. Now on the ball again. Feeding Kimarni Smith again. Early cross this time, and Dakota Barnathan got a knee to it. Kimarni Smith, who played his college ball at the alma mater of his head coach Ian Fuller at Clemson. Former Spokane Velocity man. 21 apps for the Velocity last season. First team All-ACC in 2019 and 2020. Caputo with the outswinger. Play to the near post. Kelly, not the cleanest contact. Espinal wants to go to work. Goes down. Referee will bring it back. It's clever from Darwin Espinal just to do a push and go there. Draw the contact. Knew he didn't have a ton of help with him. Barnathan. Sliding challenge came in. Referee says play on, and will now sound the whistle after no clear advantage was there. Foul a little bit farther back. Barnathan wasting no time. Dwyer has space to continue the run. Schenfeld sees that space and continues his run. It's that overlapping link-up play that we so commonly see from Richmond, but Seufert with a poor giveaway, and now Kelly the other direction. Angelo Kelly with the Travella pass. Has Gerling to his right. Mikael Gerling looking for his second! And knuckling it just wide. It's not a bad take from the first-year pro. His first shot. Sneddon dove for it. He'll be thankful to see that go into the side netting. Better link-up play from Richmond, but right on cue, it's given away in midfield again. Watch the USL Championship in Spanish on 2DN, the nation's leading Spanish language sports network. Select matches will be available in Spanish throughout the rest of the season. Go to USLChampionship.com for the complete USL TV listings. It's a much different look for one Knoxville playing out of the back. Time and space. Drop back for it. Fortunate touch for Richmond. DN for Gerling, who stayed wide again. Everybody queuing up at the back post for the cross. No avenue in which to swing it in. Sievert Haugley. Richmond backing off once again. Ritchie with time to whip it in. Towards Gerling. Seufert first to it. Rosamilia the second. Haugley again. This time hounded by Terzaghi. Sportingly kicked out of play. And Coach Ian Fuller has guided the side to 7 in a row unbeaten. Continuing to close that gap in the table. Sievert Haugley is down on the far side for one Knoxville. A USL League Two champion with the Des Moines Menace. Also on that team was James Thomas, one Knoxville's first ever signing, available off the bench tonight. Jordan Skelton, the captain of that team, and named the Defender of the Year. And so too was Chandler O'Dwyer on the Des Moines Menace in 2021 when they won it all. O'Dwyer playing in the heart of midfield tonight for Richmond. Bit of history shared between these two sides who haven't had a match in over a year. Sievert Haugley is back on his own 2 feet. Talking with Grant Davis, the head athletic trainer for one Knoxville. One more look at it. You can see Sievert Haugley just pull up there after he was running forward. That's when Abel Caputo just toe poked it out. Haugley gonna try and soldier on. Has to wait for the referee to beckon him back onto the pitch. Sportingly done by Joshua Kirkland to give the ball back to one Knoxville. And Sievert Haugley rejoins the fray. 24th minute from City Stadium. Phil Galati with you. Currently the lone goal from Mikhail Gerling back in the 15th minute that separates these two sides. Fourth of the campaign for him, Kimarty Smith with his second assist of the year. Gerling and Smith trying to link up again, but occupied at the same blade of grass. Sliding challenge came in and it forced John Lewis to kick it out. And a shake of the head from Ian Fuller. Unhappy with the play out of the back from one Knoxville, but Richmond just give it right back. The visitors have been controlling the channels right in front of the Red Army. Trying to urge their side forward. Sent long towards the end. Marcelo Lage winning the header. Darwin Espinal with a great bit of skill to win the battle. Fighting for that ball. Against Angelo Kelly, which is not an easy battle to win. Now, can Richmond keep it here? Clipped in. Haugli away. Espinal was there. Left it behind. Seufert smartly spotting Schenfield. The first attempt block and the second out for a corner kick. Maxi Schenfield patient, holding his run. Well done as well by Seufert to anticipate that run being made when Knoxville closed him down on the second opportunity. First corner kick of the night for Richmond. Swung in. Gilling was there. Kept alive on the far side. Deanne wrong-footed. Sent in front. Richie putting his body in the way. Look how far from home James Sneddon is. Richmond tried to keep numbers high. Defenders slowly retreating back. Espinal. Espinal, an invaluable part of Richmond's success this year. Head coach Darren Sawatsky had a chance to play with this side, wanted to move closer to his mom. The opportunity came for Richmond to sign him, and they had to, as the referee has to give a yellow card for that challenge. Ryan Bayer went to ground and went in late. And you can see he clips up Kimarni Smith there, who would have been on the break. The Englishman with so much pace, brought down unfairly. That's the first booking of the evening. Good win by the kickers. Espinal, clever touch. Terzaghi making the run. Espinal wanting the 1-2. More brilliant skill on display, but well cut away as Deanne wins it, but was offside.
Your attention, please. A yellow card.
And for his reaction, he may receive further punishment. The referee making sure that Babacar Dieng keeps his temper. Dissent has been a major talking point this year. Pro officials have been told to be much more strict with it. Maintain that constant air of respect in the match. Babacar Dieng certainly doesn't want to talk his way into the book. Going down. And will go on and smartly headed back by Haugli. Lage winning the header on the long ball once again. So Lage 6'5", Babacar Dieng 6'5". That will be one of the battles to watch tonight. Sent towards Kirkland. Terzaghi into the area, goes down. And referee says the other way. Right in front of the Red Army, who make their opinion known. Terzaghi, however, not offering many complaints. Again, his experience showing, trying to use his body to make something happen. Has his back to goal. Sievert Haugli with his arms upstairs. Wasn't a ton of contact there. Sun's starting to set here at City Stadium. Terzaghi racing forward again. This time will get the call. Angelo Kelly bringing him down as the two veterans clash. Now Darwin Espinal and Maxi Schenfeld, both dead ball specialists. Coach Ian Fuller protesting his case. Will be Schenfeld to swing it in on the left foot. Went for goal instead. Now Dien could counter. Brown thumping it long. Open header. Skipping over Gurling. Settled by Rosamilia. And too heavy of a touch from Stuart Ritchie. Select is proud to be the official match ball supplier of the USL Championship. From the Academy to the big league, Select is there every step of the way. Visit us.select-sport.com for the latest Select products, specials, and more. Select, the player's choice. Clever ball to split the lines. Gurling again being backed off. May have been looking for Ritchie. Instead Rosamilia, who intercepted it. Now Brown as one knock switch the point of attack. Jaheim Brown still going. Tried to turn and Espinal tackled him. Darwin Espinal with the pace to go coast to coast. Might try and do it all himself, and that will be a foul. Yellow card as well. Abel Caputo put in the challenge. Jordan Skelton saying he won the ball. From that angle, if he did, he went through the back of the player to do it. Abel Caputo on a tightrope now. Former Tampa Bay Rowdies and Lexington man.
Has been issued to Knoxville number 6, Abel Caputo, in the 34th minute.
Born in Venezuela, came up through the Levante Academy in Spain. This is prime real estate for Emiliano Terzaghi. Schenfeld as well, standing over it. It will be Emiliano Terzaghi into the wall. Angelo Kelly as well, evading Terzaghi's challenge. Trying to find Dien. Instead forced to turn back. Emiliano Terzaghi still searching for his first goal since March 22nd. Scored a brace and a 3-1 win over AV Alta. Got an assist last time out and South Georgia Tormenta in that 3-2 loss, but since then, no other goal contributions this season. Only made one appearance in June and one in July after again battling the injury bug, but Emiliano Terzagi's impact for this side has been immense, said head coach Darren Sawatsky. Often chatting it up with the teenagers, the academy boys in the squad, and teaching them everything he's learned. Making them fresh mate to try, which Coach Sawatsky wasn't a fan of, but the younger players seem to enjoy as Kirkland wins another corner kick. Schenfeld in front of the Red Army. In-swinging ball with a lot of venom. Headed back in front. Nobody was there. Save Angelo Kelly. Clever play. Nobody holding their run. On a delivery like that, somebody's got to stay at the top of the six for the second ball. Just try and get a toe poke to it. Simon Fitch, the right back, will head over to the left side to take this one. Low delivery, difficult to win a header from that angle. It falls to Bayer. Recycled with Fitch, and it's overcooked for Lage. Soccer season is here, and SeatGeek is the official ticketing partner of the USL. Get all USL tickets and more from the #1 ticketing site, SeatGeek. Your ticket to great seats. Smith. Gerling stands it up. It's just behind Deanne. Smith kicking it away. Skelton winning the header. Richmond bringing the high press. Caputo able to evade it. Look at the space for Mikel Gerling. Caputo spotted his run. Gerling for the brace, and he skied it. Oh no! Mikel Gerling has fluffed his lines from 6 yards away. It's a brilliant run. Had time and space to pick his spot. Sneddon got big. Just put him off enough. All he has to do is roll that into the corner. Especially after already scoring, you'd think he'd get a second. It's a big, big miss. Now can Richmond use that opportunity to make one Knoxville pay? Kelly skipping free from 1 and 2. Gerling again, weathering the storm. Smith told to strike, didn't have the lane. Rosamilia onside. Sneddon got a palm to it, still alive. Kelly dispossessed, and the sliding challenge makes sure there's no second. deflected cross, well swatted away by the teenage shot stopper. Espinal forward for Kirkland, onside. Ugly went to ground, now Terzaghi goes down, but Skelton got the ball. Dieng can turn. Babacar Dieng with options. It's through the legs of Fitch, but not cleanly. And out for the throw-in. It's another brilliant stop from James Sneddon. He's ready for it, staying on his toes, watching intently. Great body position, low center of gravity. It's all textbook stuff. Experience beyond his years. Richie with nowhere to go. Richmond have found some time on the ball to build out of the back. Seufert, another player tonight, playing a little bit of a different role, dropping deeper into midfield than he usually does. Head coach Darren Sawansky pulling out all the stops. Seufert dispossessed, unable to work back for it. Lodge now, with space to stride forward. He's overcooked the ball. Seen Richmond really try and attack those channels, but the key for One Knoxville tonight was to dominate them, and they have done thus far. Foul called against Babacar Dieng. Again, that duel between him and Marcel Olage. Going to be a big one tonight, especially as One Knoxville go direct. This is good build-up from the kickers here. Fitch. Kirkland deflected. Kirkland on that left foot, looking for support. It's well done by Simon Fitch. Maybe one extra touch there. And the space opens up. It's a clever run from Fitch to take the defender away, but one more comes across to obstruct that line of sight. Lewis taking as much time as he can. Clever run from Kirkland. Espinal, toe poke forward for Terzaghi. Gets the return ball. This is Darwin Espinal. Is this the equalizer? Still going, and a great block. Jaheim Brown fired up after making the play. And Sean Lewis thankful for his teammate. Darwin Espinal doing everything right except the final step. Dieng turning back. 45th minute. Set to elapse as we enter the first of 2 minutes at a minimum. This period of stoppage time brought to you by Gayaki Yerba Mate.
There will be a minimum of 2 minutes of stoppage time. 2 minutes of stoppage time.
Darwin Espinal with the best chance of the night for Richmond. Just maybe one too many touches in there. What Knoxville staying very compact defensively. Just trying to hopscotch his way through so many bodies. Sievert Haugli given space. Richie not so much. Kelly has dropped back in support. Clever ball movement from one Knox. Nico Rosamilia now. Wanted to stretch things. Richie there on the overlap. Really good passing triangles from one Knoxville. You see, as soon as a player passes the ball, they don't stand still, they keep moving. They make an overlapping run or they track back, but there's always movement. That's what makes them so hard to defend. Cut into the box. Gilling trying to settle and then fired over the bar. Nico Rosamilia lashing out at it. Unable to cash in for his third of the campaign. That does it for half number one.
That's the end of the first half. The score at City Stadium after 45.
Mikael Gerling with the lone goal, though he really could have had a second. But as of now, his fourth of the campaign makes it 1-0, one Knox over the Richmond Kickers.
Presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors.
One Knoxville have been in the driver's seat for most of this first half. There could have been an equalizer late, but that is how the first frame ends. "45 minutes down from City Stadium. The visitors ahead at the break in the first meeting between these two clubs in 2025. We've got a lot to talk about at halftime. The story of this matchup in 2025, news and notes around the league, and much, much more. We'll see you after the break.
Health. Suddenly that word seems more important these days, as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Bon Secours, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Bon Secours, primary care for the universe of you. Visit bonsecours.com/primary care to connect with a provider today.
Beautiful picture from City Stadium. Always an amazing place to watch the sunset. The Red Army find their side down at the break, 1-0 against one Knoxville. As we mentioned, this was the third time that this match has been attempted to be played. We'll take a look at how things unfolded the first time it happened. This was a few months ago. The game was postponed on June 13th. It was an immediate start with Gio Calixtro in the opening minutes finding the back of the net. It would have been his first goal of the season, but then Richmond would do well to get the equalizer. Guillaume Franca putting his body on the line to make it 1-1, but then later in the first half, Pablo Hart diving into the goal frame, it came apart. After some weather and some unfortunate failed attempts to repair it, the game was postponed. It was supposed to be played last week as well. That one was postponed for weather. It didn't kick off, so now finally this match does get to be played, and both coaches spoke on how difficult it was to get ready for a match, go through the training, watch the film, pick the lineup, and then not be able to play. It's difficult at this level to stay locked in, to keep your head on the track, said head coach Darren Sawansky, but that's what separates the truly great professionals, is doing what they can no matter the adversity. Red Army has brought the noise tonight. We'll take a look at another fan section around the USL Championship this time as we go up north to Rhode Island, and a behind-the-scenes look with the Defiant 1636 in the experience.
We want to be the loudest people around. We want you to hear where we are at.
No one thought we would do what we did against Louisville. We were hot, we were clicking, we were scoring goals.
Even after the whistle blew and they were champions, forget about it. Raise your scarves, we kept playing.
I don't think I've heard a louder scream from a group of people than we did that night.
That's the important thing about this group. They never stop loving their team.
No one said it would be easy, but the USL Academy to professional pathway is blazing a successful trail. More than 10 players on USL rosters are Academy products with professional contracts. A big deal and a big decision. Why? The pathway includes options. For many prospects, that's college soccer. Finn Sundstrom plays for North Carolina FC on an academy contract. He now has valuable pro experience, but remains an amateur player. A different path is played out in Phoenix. 17-year-old Jamison Ping, a Phoenix Rising Academy member since age 12, was signed to a professional contract. This is now his career. Andy Chapman from Phoenix Rising FC joins us now. And Andy, Jamison Ping is very special to you because you've seen his process really from beginning to its current state. So what is it like to see something come to fruition through the academy process?
Yeah, no, it's absolutely been exciting for seeing someone be given the opportunity, someone that's been on the fields with them for the last 5 years. I've gone through the whole process.
This entire landscape, big picture, coaches that are in your shoes on other clubs, all of you guys kind of in the same boat making this work?
Yeah, Liz, I think USL got a unique opportunity, and I think everyone's kind of using it to their advantage here. We should really push your players from a youth standpoint into that pro environment, and it's a step up, and it's not for everybody. It's an endless opportunity for us to continue to grow.
USL clubs use their academies. Nearly 100 players have achieved academy contracts, opening doors for youth players to achieve their dreams of turning professional.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
Sunlight slowly fading from City Stadium as the floodlights come on and the anticipation builds for the second half. Knoxville and Richmond separated by a 1-0 scoreline. for now as we take a look at the news and notes around USL League One. One Knoxville, 13 matches unbeaten at home as they go on the road for this one. AV Alta with 8 unbeaten, an incredible feat for the expansion side, who hosts El Salvadorian club Alianza FC in the very first international exhibition on September the 10th at 7 p.m. Meanwhile, Greenville looking to advance in the Jägermeister Cup, currently scoreless with Indy 11 of the USL Championship at halftime, the lone League One club in the quarterfinals. As for some other storylines around USL League One, 1-0 through 45 minutes now. Looking ahead for what is to come as far as the next match is up. For Richmond, their next 5, not easy. It's a familiar foe. 4 days from now, 3 days from now. Math is hard. One Knoxville will return to City Stadium on Saturday. Then it's a road trip to Westchester and Forward Madison before they host Hearts of Pine. A 0-0 draw with Portland last time those two clubs met. And then the Jacks will roll into town on September 20th to wrap up the slate. That one at 6 p.m. Eastern Time. As for One Knoxville, their next 5, trying to continue that unbeaten run, will again play right here at City Stadium on Saturday. Then it's a doubleheader at home with FC Naples and Spokane Velocity FC, trying to extend that 13-game unbeaten streak before they go on the road to South Georgia Tormenta. That's going to be a great game. Mark McKeever, the interim head coach at South Georgia. He was previously the head coach here at One Knoxville. And then they will take on AV Alta on the road. That one a late kick for the East Coast watchers at 10:30 p.m. Eastern Time. So one more break for us here, and then when we come back, it'll be time for the halftime highlights, some stats to throw your way, and then the second half kick. We'll see you soon.
SeatGeek is the ticketing app for fans like the high five strangers got, game-winning interception, first down, just a nice solid tackle. If you're in arm's length, you will be swapping skin with this extrovert. You see, he knows SeatGeek got him a great deal on tickets, so he can focus on what he does best, smacking palms. SeatGeek handles the tickets to sports, concerts, and more, so fans can fan.
Hey, I'm Watson. Welcome to the Confident Barber Show. Come on in.
Health. Suddenly that word seems more important these days, as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Bon Secours, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Bon Secours, primary care for the universe of you. Visit bonsecours.com/primary care to connect with the provider today.
Almost time to get the ball rolling once again. The Red Army are ready. Are you? 1-0 through 45 minutes. One Knoxville and Richmond played one half as we take a look at the first half highlights. There could have been more goals, but it was a fairly back and forth affair, though One Knoxville with the better chances. How about the save from James Sneddon on the doorstep in the opening minutes? Halftime highlights coming your way, presented by Academy Sports and Outdoors. 13th minute, Mikael Göling on the charge. This is where the goal finally came. Kimarni Smith beating his man, getting to the byline. Maxi Schenfeld makes this challenge early. He's not going to get there. Smith with so much space and so much pace as Miko Gilling just has to get a body in the way. 39th minute, and this should have been One Knox's second and Miko Gilling's second, but he gets underneath it. Way too much power from that sort of range. James Sneddon, credit to the young shot stopper for doing what he could to put the forward off the mark. Then another great chance for One Knox, and another great save from Jay Sneddon. A reactionary stop, something that goalkeepers practice all the time, but it's so hard to do in game. Keeps his body low, gets the fingertips to it to push it away. As for the stats in the first half, One Knoxville again in the driver's seat, 62% possession. That's been a story for this side in most of their recent matches. Winning a possession game. Last time out against Union Omaha, 1-0 win, only had 43% possession. And Coach Ian Fuller saying they've wanted to boss more of the ball. Meanwhile, for Darren Sawatsky and company, just one shot on target from the 7. Remember, that quality of chance creation in the final third was something we talked about for Richmond coming into tonight. They outshot South Georgia 17-9 last time out, but lost the match 3-2. Just that one shot on target from 7. He's going to want more from his side, Coach Sawatsky, as the veteran Emiliano Terzaghi addresses his teammates. Chandler O'Dwyer, the former USL League Two teammate with Sievert Haugley and Jordan Skelton on the back line for One Knoxville. O'Dwyer with 5 goal contributions to his name this season, the Englishman. And Coach Ian Fuller barking out to his side to set the tone as the sun begins to set here at City Stadium, and it is a lovely, lovely backdrop for the beautiful game. Early challenge right at midfield as Marcelo Lage has been left in a heap. Marcelo Lage, the Middleton, Massachusetts native. Played last year with the Spokane Velocity. And correction is Joe Sergin is the center official tonight.
Speaking of Tim, the other day at the garden show, Rector said something from the headset.
Sergin giving out 1 yellow card to each side. Abel Caputo in the heart of midfield for One Knox in the 34th minute. 6 minutes previous that, Ryan Baer, number 6 for Richmond, into the book. Lovely 1-2 play. Sneddon with another save. Goodness me, the shot stopper standing on his head tonight. Again, that link-up play from One Knoxville, passing and moving, always in motion. As Abel Caputo will swing in the corner kick. First of the second half, the visitors had 3 in the first frame, so too did Richmond. To the near post, Fitch got there. Bayer away. As Angelo Kelly had a swipe at it. One stat that does stick out about the first half was the accurate passes made for both sides. Richmond in the first half, 120 accurate passes at about a 78% rate. Meanwhile, Ian Fuller, his side, nearly 90% passing accuracy with almost double the passes. Not only were One Knoxville controlling the ball more, they were doing more with it and keeping it. The key to the match tonight for Richmond was to win the second ball. And the way that One Knoxville have taken care of possession, the hosts have really been unable to dominate the center third of the pitch. That's going to have to change if they want to level the contest. Red shirts slowly getting forward now. Lewis thought about going long, instead short with the captain Skelton. Well intercepted by Richmond. Into the feet of O'Dwyer, who goes down, and another free kick. We've seen the last two go into the wall. Angelo Kelly with the foul. Stay out of the book for now. Well done by O'Dwyer, and there is a shoulder into the back of O'Dwyer there. It's a clever turn from O'Dwyer just to shrug slightly to his left-hand side. That way Kelly can't make the shoulder-to-shoulder challenge. Neil Seufert standing over it as well. Looks to be just short of 30 yards away. And we'll take something special. O'Dwyer going for it! Just missing. Trying to curl it low to the far post. Looked like it got around the wall, but didn't bend back in time. May have gone through the wall as Lewis was scrambling. It's a very difficult height for the goalkeeper to go at that one. It's a decent take from O'Dwyer there. Second ball, Terzaghi going down with a yelp, and the header is just enough on it. Risky play, it's paid off. Richie has green grass in front of him. Feed, the shot comes in, and Sneddon behind it all the way. It was Kimarni Smith again, former Clemson man on his left foot. Doing well with his weak foot to get the shot on target. Richie with a good run. Dien is open! Saved by Sneddon! And the rebound smashed home! Back to back to back for Babacar Dien. As Stuart Richie gets the praise for his cross. Three matches in a row with a goal for number 7. First header was a good one. Sneddon did everything he could. Made a good save, but spilled the rebound. Stuart Ritchie with more crosses than anybody on one Knoxville. Makes those runs time and time again. The visitors have controlled the channels and get their second goal of the night. Talks about Babacar Dieng as a player to watch tonight in terms of the pure goal-scoring form he's had. 3 matches in a row with his name on the score sheet. Head coach Ian Fuller saying that confidence has helped him to not only create more chances, but to be more clinical with them. Spoke as well on his danger in the air. You cannot leave him open for a header in the box. Nobody was marking him. And nobody offered help to James Sneddon to clear away the rebound. One Knoxville on Saturday got their first win in their history over Union Omaha. Tonight, it would be the first win in their history over Richmond. 4 matches all time in this series. Richmond won the most recent one 445 days ago on June 1st, 2024 by a 2-1 scoreline. Chandler O'Dwyer scored in that match. Sean Lewis with an own goal. That was the winner. As 10-man Richmond got all 3 points. The previous 3 matches before that all ended in a draw. Rosamilia has kept it in play. Gerling to his right. Has to check back for it. Moved along. Now with Brown. Dieng waiting in the box. Brown gets the give and go. Time to stand it up. Gerling with a swipe at it. As it was cleared away at the near post. Another corner kick on the way. A little bit of confusion initially, but referee making more sure the decision is known. Jordan Skelton continuing the conversations with Joe Sergen, the center official. Skelton with 2 goals on the year, scored his last one from a corner kick. Caputo with the outswinging delivery. A lot of hang time. It was towards Skelton. Seufert first to it. One touch passing, trying to release the break. Kelly shields it out. Kelly has stayed down as well. Can't watch the match? Turn on Sirius XM FC 157, North America's only 24/7 source for engaging soccer talk, including USL access on Tuesday nights. Plus hear live matches from the USL, MLS, Premier League, and more, all on Sirius XM FC 157 and the new Sirius XM app. One notable change in the second half is how much more time Richmond have on the ball with the back line. The line-breaking passes like this one still have come up empty for the most part, but now Kirkland goes over And there was some serious contact in that one. Referee not interested. It looked like a pretty solid coming together. Referee was absolute in his decision. Sent long towards Kirkland again. Some serious ground to cover. He's going to get there. Richie in front of him. Clears it out before he can concede the corner. Now, is this a penalty? Sievert Haugli is chasing him, and oh, there may be a case there. Haugli doesn't extend the arms. He leads with the shoulder. So it's good contact from that point of view, but does it go into the back of Joshua Kirkland? It looked like Kirkland had the inside lane. The referee has the best angle. He said it was shoulder to shoulder. So that way it is clean. But there was some serious force put into that. Haugli had to time it to perfection. Look at the pace on the far side from Kimarni Smith. Pass ahead for him is a little too strong. Smith was racing forward. Likely would have had everyone beat. Since conceding the goal, Richmond now bossing the ball. Curl to the far side, Espinal. Another Schenfeld with the clever first touch. Outside backs for Richmond starting to get higher as Seufert usually plays as an attacking midfielder. Tonight more of a defensive one. Was dropping back to facilitate the build-up. Terzaghi. Richie intercepting. Terzaghi with the quick throw. Fitch can't be offsides. Cuts it back. This is Darwin Espinal, a chip and go. Brilliantly shielded off the ball.
This is your last call for alcoholic beverages. All sales stop after the
Heads up play from Richmond, trying to go quick on the restart. Great recovery from Sievert Haugli. Fitch with a great cutback. Espinal ran out of the room, just tries to lift it in between two defenders, and Haugli there to shrug Espinal off his stride. Number of substitutes for one Knoxville taking off their pennies. Clever pass. Turn was a good one from Rosamilia. Little heavy on the touch, but able to keep it. Again, Richmond dropping off. Just trying to shield that long ball over the top like that. And they've won the goal kick. Does well to battle against Richie there. Wants the 1-2. Kirkland goes down, and that's going to be a yellow card. Richie knew it immediately and offers no mea culpa. Just a tangle of legs there. Joshua Kirkland on that right wing tonight has done so well. Has had to do a lot more hold-up play, more akin to his usual out-and-out striker role. Stuart Ritchie, who helped assist the second goal, now on a caution as, goodness me, It looks like a quadruple change for the host and a triple change for the visitors, so buckle up. Maybe 5 substitutes lining up for Richmond, which would be all of the changes they have. It may be the ever so rare quintuple change. Head coach Darren Sawatsky is going to use all of his substitutes, so if there is a red card or an injury, Richmond going to be out of luck. Beckett Howell, Griffin Garnett, Hayden Anderson, James Vaughn, and Adrian Billhart left to right lining up for the hosts. So 2 defenders, 2 midfielders, and a more forward-minded player as well. Joshua Kirkland, the winger, will be taken off for Griffin Garnett, the defender. Simon Fitch as well, leaving the fray. Ryan Bayer in the heart of midfield, replaced by James Vaughn, the Englishman. Mid-season signings night is done. Chandler O'Dwyer up top, replaced by Adrian Billhart for his 12th appearance of the season, 11 of those off the bench. He started 15 matches for the club last year. A straight swap at the back between Simon Fitch and Hayden Anderson. And the 4th official certainly earning his paycheck tonight. Mashing those buttons with the speed of a professional Tetris player. And the final change, the 5th change, Beckett Howell at the back, the 19-year-old, on for Maxi Schenfeld. So we will see how that changes the complexity of things for Richmond. Will likely line up a little bit differently out of possession as well. A little more manageable for One Knoxville, just 3 changes for head coach Ian Fuller, and those 3 changes will wait. 5 pairs of fresh legs on for the set piece for Richmond. All of those substitutes brought to you by Publix. Ball out of play. Espinal trying to make something happen. One of the few to stay on. Try and cut into the deficit from the corner kick. First of the second half for Richmond. Dangerous area. Dien first to it. Billhart's volley blocked. Howell getting his first touches. So too is Anderson. The back post and Dien there again. Towering header from the forward. Smith finding Dien, has space for his second, and Sneddon stands tall. The teenager stealing the show again, right in front of the Red Army. It's a great save. Babacar Dien could have been unselfish, open man at the back post. Nico Rosamilia, who was furious he didn't get the ball. And now the triple change for One Knoxville. Lucas Meek, after getting his first professional start last week, will replace Babacar Dien up top. Gio Calixtro will go to the right wing to take off Kimardi Smith. And Callum Johnson into the engine room as Abel Caputo will take a spot on the bench. All 8 substitutions brought to you by Publix. So Lucas Meek, tall, wiry, fast forward. Gio Calixtro, creative winger. And Callum Johnson, an excellent tempo control man, providing a little bit of a different look in the final third for One Knox. Babacar Dien should have had his second with his last kick of the night. Miko Gulling as well. Could have been on a brace. It's 2-0, 1 Knoxville. Could have been so much more. Great header from Hayden Anderson at the near post, who charged it down. Terzaghi wins the foul. Richie kicked it away, and he is on a yellow card. Has to be careful. Or giveaway, big sliding challenge. Now the whistle does go, and Richmond immediately protesting that they should have had a free kick. Dakota Barnathan, the captain, speaking with the referee. Looked like Adrian Billhard, who fell hard on that shoulder. Remember, no more substitutes for Richmond. And that is a foul on the part of Dakota Barnathan. He's just a half-second late there. Billhard continuing to shake it off. Espinal, back for Garnett. Lodge trying to break the lines, has found Seufer. Terzaghi making the run. Anderson cutting it back. This is Darwin Espinal into the box. Still alive with Terzaghi, shot blocked. Too many touches in the box again for Richmond. Able to get into the 18-yard area. And then always just seeming to do a little too much. Terzaghi, Billhard, Seufert towards Terzaghi, and falling away from it. The header, not too much trouble for Sean Lewis. Up and in the call from Sean Lewis, in search of his 4th clean sheet of the campaign. Only 21 saves made from Sean Lewis in 11 appearances. Speaks to how astute this one Knoxville defense has been. Meanwhile, James Sneddon, 45 saves coming into tonight. On 50 for the season with the 5 he has tonight, 1 off his season high. Anderson, given time. Maybe too much time in the end. It's high and wide. And another substitute will be beckoned onto the pitch. Stuart Ritchie was the last player on the field on a yellow card. He will be replaced at the back by Danny Fernandez, the Rio de Janeiro native. Vasco da Gama Academy graduate. Same academy as Douglas Luiz and Philippe Coutinho. Substitution snipe brought to you by Publix. Nervy play at the back. Sneddon had to come out for it. Brown, low cross. Dealt with fairly comfortably. Fernandez wanted to charge forward, didn't have the space to do so. No space for the cross either. '75th minute from City Stadium. One Knoxville in search of their first win over Richmond in their history. Mikhail Gerling in the 15th and Babacar Dieng in the 53rd, the lone goal scorers. There may be a third name here now. Clever feet on the far side. Gerling sets it up. Johnson not interested in the strike. Kelly. Got it right back. Still time for Angelo Kelly. Didn't like what he saw in front of him. Clever feet. Still going Rosamilia. Deflected. Bouncing around. Nearly fell kindly for Calixtro. Now Fernandez winning the foot race. eFootball is here. Live your dream, rep your team, and play as your favorite USL Championship club. eFootball is free to play. Download now. Cheers sound once again from the Red Army as the decision goes the way of the visitors. One Knoxville geographically the visitors tonight, but supposed to be the home side on paper. Instead, the game being played at City Stadium. Clever turn from Calixtro. Opens up for the curler and leaned back as he went to strike. Calixtro, who scored his quote-unquote first of the season in the first iteration of this match, the one that was called off in the first half, sits down his mark and then with the right foot tries to open up and guide it to the top corner. Maybe needs to hit that one with the left and strike through it. To turn his body weight like that, his center of gravity is next to impossible. Espinal gets away, and there were a couple players making the run. Espinal doing well to win it back. Terzaghi dispossessed. Kelly with the clean tackle. Gerling foiled by Barnathan. Poor touch at the back. And Sneddon with the composure. Usually playing out of the middle is not the best idea for a goalkeeper, but Lage had space to turn. Send forward for Billhart, and Lewis will shuffle back. Another big tackle in midfield, this time the captain, Dakota Barnathan. Continues his run. Billhart has space to try. Still with Adrian Billhart. Kelly blocking the effort. It's another case of maybe one too many touches. Adrian Billhart right there could have, but instead of the season compared to 5 last year. 1 start in 12 appearances. Last year, the German 15 starts and 17 appearances. To the center of the 6, Marcelo Lage up for it. And it did take a touch off one Knox last. Really good delivery. Sean Lewis didn't come out for it. Thought from that sort of distance he might try and get a punch to it. Be Billhart turning provider this time. Second season with the club, has never registered an assist in the regular season. To the back post. Fall for Anderson, who has work to do and goes over for the free kick. Rookie Lucas Meek will concede the foul and puts his arm up in apology. The USL Championship and League One are on CBS Sports and ESPN platforms all season long. Catch live matches and expert analysis every day on the CBS Sports Golazo Network and ESPN+. Go to USLChampionship.com or USLLeague1.com for the complete USL TV listings. Espinal, I want that one back. The ball into the darkness. Looks like he was trying for goal, and from that sort of range, it's not impossible. Especially against a goalkeeper like Sean Lewis. Over 7,000 career minutes in the USL Championship to his name. Richmond going down the channels again. Another one Knox going down the channels, which they have dominated so far tonight. That was the key for head coach Ian Fuller's side. He's done that well. Billhart, risky play to dribble like that, but it may work out. So much space on the far flank. Billhart has found a pocket. Here come Richmond surging forward. Numbers in the final third. The pass picked away. Sent right back in. Billhart. Clever move. Fired in, saved by Lewis. Finally, it's another shot on target for the Kickers. Rallying late on home soil. Billhart couldn't make the tackle. Lovely touch that from Gio Calixtro. Gilling has found space. Calixtro to the back post. Open man is Nico Rosamilia! And it's blocked by Marcelo Lage. One of the best chances of the night for number 77. Tried to curl it to the far post. Lucas Meek was in the way as well. Rosamilia, that second touch just a little bit behind him. Took a long time to step up to that ball and gave time for Marcelo Lage to come across. Header brought down. Johnson on side, doesn't want it. Rosamilia, big touch and a good cross. Gilling was ready to head it back in front. Now brings it down inside the box. Rookie against the teenager Beckett Howell. Kelly fooled Terzaghi and continued his run. It's a good cross. Another save from Sneddon. And Rosamilia again on hand at the back post. And again can't find the back of the net.
Your attention, please. Substitution for Knoxville. Entering the match is number 5, Scott McLeod.
Final change of the night. Scott McLeod will replace Jaheim Brown at right back. The two fellow countrymen, both born in Jamaica. Substitutions brought to you by Publix. McLeod captained the Reggae Boys at the U15 and U17 level. Poor pass. Gurling going over. Referee says no advantage. He had a look at it, and one Knoxville still had the ball. The whistle sounded fairly quickly. Gurling, 1, 2, 3, a fourth red shirt as well around him. Does well to draw them all out of position and then just poke it along. Excellent poise. Kelly, clever ball, picked away. Now Terzaghi had to slide for it, and McLeod onto it. Hagley with a big switch. He's overhit it, in fact. Griffin Garnett, 18 years of age, a Richmond native, another success story. Playing games last year as a 17-year-old. 21 appearances and 20 of them starts. Garnett winning the foul. Lucas Meek is down. Remember, both coaches have used all 5 subs. Anderson, clever turn from Espinal. Kelly in the way again. Lucas Meek still hobbling after the challenge. Meek brought into the fold just 2 weeks ago. Head coach Ian Fuller said exactly what we're looking for: tall, strong, fast. Former University of Washington man. Still looking a little shaky, as despite the injury, one Knoxville still will not be able to replace him. Both coaches have exhausted all 5 substitutions. Terzaghi. Anderson poked it along. Here was Vaughn. Angelo Kelly has been on cleanup duty for a lot of those line-breaking passes. Kelly this time fooled. Anderson on the turn. May open up for the shot. It's blocked from Billhart. Richmond commanding possession late. They need to find an equalizer, and it won't come if they're offside. Lucas Meek has gone down. Trying to soldier through it, doesn't want his side to go down to 10. Scored on his One Knox debut against Forward Madison 2 weeks ago, but it was ruled out for offside. Nearly scored on Saturday in his first start for the club, as Mikhail Goling gets some added instruction from head coach Ian Fuller. Hot night in Richmond as everyone takes a second to refuel. 77 degrees, but 86% humidity. Meek back on his own 2 feet, trying to play through the pain.
Kickers fans, get on your feet because it's time to stand up for
Into the 90th minute.
The fourth official has indicated there will be a minimum
Into second half stoppage time.
5 minutes of stoppage time in the second half.
5 minutes at a minimum. Richmond to try and salvage a point. Be the first win in One Knoxville club history over the Kickers. Long throw, taken down by Guling. The toe poke deflected. Quick pass with a lot of hang time as Kelly will bring it down. Clever dummy and turn from Calixtro. Well won in the corner by the teenager Garnett. Appeals for offside. Now into the second minute of stoppage time. Brought to you by Gayaki Yerba Mate. As Espinal just making the run a bit too early. It's very clever from Sievert Haugley and Danny Fernandez stepping up just at the right time. Darren Sawatsky staring down what would be an 8th consecutive match for Richmond without a win. Meanwhile, 8 unbeaten for Ian Fuller. After one of the best starts to the year in club history, they have managed to come roaring back up the table. Closing the gap on league leading Chattanooga. Richmond were trailing in half 1-0. They have yet to win a match this year. Finding themselves behind at the break. Kelly with the shove. Kozagi wants to go quickly. There are plenty of red shirts forward. Swept in by Anderson. Allowed to drop at the back post, and it's off the post. It looked like Beckett Howell, the 19-year-old defender, He was able to get a touch on it. Great ball in from Anderson. And it was Howell stretching for it, nearly got onto his own rebound. It would have been his first goal for Richmond. Two appearances last year for the Academy signing. His 12th appearance this season, 7 of them starts. Nearly 700 minutes in his young professional career. Gilling went down. What a performance he's put in tonight for the visitors. Gilling, the former co-player of the year, with another one Knoxville alum and Jessen Vanderploum during their time at Young Harris. Put into the area. SQ on the clearance, and that's going to be a penalty, and it is. Lucas Meek brought down in the area. And one Knoxville with a chance to seal it. Marcel Lage really can have no complaints there. The bear hug and then the jersey pull. It's textbook Stonewall PK. The defender has lost the plot. Marcel Lage still having words. Looks like Denny Fernandez is standing over it, and a yellow card will come out of the pocket as well. Fernandez with a chance to seal it, and it's saved! The last action of the match was the 6th save of the night by James Sneddon, tying a season high for him. But it is one Knoxville that emerged victorious for the first time in their history over the Richmond Kickers.
The final score for tonight's match is 1 Knoxville SC 2. Your Richmond Kickers.
James Sneddon with a man of the match worthy performance presented by Naza Bogada's RVA. A 19-year-old with an incredible stop in second half stoppage time. Made so many great saves tonight, but in the end, Babacar Dieng found the back of the net in the second half. Mikhail Gillen did the same in the first. For one Knoxville to claim all 3 points and go 8 unbeaten. Marcel Lage with the concession of the late penalty, saved by Sneddon. Excellent performance from the young phenom, but it is one Knox that emerged victorious on the road. Post-game show coming up after the break.
We would not have a business today if it weren't for the support of the many, many people within the Richmond community. To me, we're working as a team to enhance the quality of life for all residents.
It's about being the best that you can be. It's about enriching the lives of people in your community. There's a reason why we have the tagline Nourish, because it's really about nourishing the lives of the people that work for us and the people that we serve. That's what the UCrops brand stands for.
Health. Suddenly that word seems more important these days as it's consumed all aspects of our lives and made our universes feel smaller than ever. But at Bon Secours, your health has always been our top priority, and we're staying as committed as always to personalizing the right care for you. Because whether here or from home, we believe your health care should always revolve around you. Bon Secours, primary care for the universe of you. Visit bonsecours.com/primary care to connect with the provider today.
We choose Impossible Pups because of their enrichment activities and the fun photos they send home every day. We choose Impossible Pups because Kendall is excited when I drop her off and she's excited when I pick her up.
My favorite part about working at Impossible Pups is that the staff here feels like family.
Seeing new dogs come in and build long-lasting confidence.
At Impossible Pups, your dog isn't just staying at a kennel, they're staying at their home away from home.
2-0 the final under the floodlights. The game that took quite a bit of time to finally be played lived up to the hype with one Knoxville claiming all 3 points on the road. As we take a look at the full-time highlights from City Stadium, Ian Fuller's side in the driver's seat from the opening minute. They did not relent. Nico Gilling finding Kimarty Smith, who tees him up for his 4th goal of the campaign. Appeals the ball may have gone out, but it looked like it was kept in there by the left foot of Kimarty Smith, who does well to get up underneath the ball, propel it into the back of the net. 53rd minute, Stuart Ritchie, the man with more crosses than anybody on One Knox, tees up Abacardien perfectly, shows his love for the pinpoint cross. Sent him with a great save, but nobody there to bail him out. 67th minute, and this could have been Babacardien's second. Racing him behind, time to set his feet, but Sneddon denies him. The 19-year-old still to show time and time again, and may be unfortunate with his individual brilliance not to see a better result on the scoreline. That wasn't all that goalkeeper had to provide us tonight. It was this penalty deep in the second half stoppage time, conceded by Marcelo Lage, struck by Denny Fernandez, and saved by James Sneddon. Low to his left-hand side. It's a well-placed penalty. He does so well to get there, Sneddon. That would do it for the night. As for the stats from the match, 16 shots for one Knoxville, but 21 for Richmond. Again, out-shooting their opponents, but only 4 on target. Head coach Darren Sawatsky lamented at their chance creation in the final third. Coming into tonight, they outshot their last opponents in a number of matches before that as well. They outshoot one Knoxville, who they will face right here at City Stadium again on Saturday. We'll see if that one has a little bit of a different story in terms of the goal scoring form for the Kickers. So that does it. After broken goals, weather delays, and everything in between, one Knoxville and Richmond, after 445 days of waiting, play out the match to a 2-0 scoreline in favor of the visitors. For everybody behind the scenes making this broadcast possible, our producer Zach Macer, I'm Phil Galati saying so long, thanks for joining us, and good night.
This copyrighted telecast of the United Soccer League cannot be retransmitted, rebroadcast, or reproduced without the express written consent of the United Soccer League.